And here we are, guys, before the first match of the night. And what a night it is. Our Road to Survivor series starts tonight. But before this, let me talk about the history before the very first match here. From the brothers, former two-time NXT Tag Team Champion Big Sasch against the leader of Legado del Fantasma, who defeated the brothers twice for the titles, Santos, Escobar. And what has all happened, this all started when the brothers Big Sasch and Sascha were the undefeated tag team champions of our great brand. And they, as the fighting champions, and Sascha and Big Sasch are, they issued open challenges week after week, and one were answered by White and Mendoza. And after a bang of a match, a five-star bang of a match, if you haven't checked it out, check it out right now. Both matches that the brothers and Legado del Fantasma shared here at NXT in the last couple of weeks, because both were bangers. In the first banger, Big Sasch and Sascha lost the titles to White and Mendoza after one hell of a match. It was such an exciting, and very on a very high level. It was so incredibly good. Performance by both of those teams, and in the end, with the luck on the side of White and Mendoza on that night, they were a little bit better than the brothers on that night, and they became new tag team champion the next week, and then 2 weeks later, Big Sasch and Sascha invoked their rematch clause for this title here in NXT. And in this NXT episode, they had another banger of a match, another 5-star match. Dave Meltzer was left speechless in both of those matches that brothers have with Legado, White and Mendoza. And in this match, in the second match in NXT, in the second tag match that they shared, the brothers Sascha and Big Sasch regained their titles from White and Mendoza. And 1 week later, there was a 6-person tag match between the Big Sasch and Sascha, teaming up with the first person that they saw in the backstage area, the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, against the entire Legado del Fantasma. So the leader, Santos Escobar, for the first time ever was involved in this matchup, after accompanying his guys at ringside. So first time he was a legal combatant. And Legado won with Escobar, White and Mendoza over the brothers and Ilya in this matchup. And but the tensions were building very slowly from the start. There were cheap shots from the beginning, but the tension was building slowly up to a point where Santos Escobar then attacked Big Sasch 1 or 2 weeks later after the 6-person tag win, and attacked Big Sasch in the backstage area with vicious chair shot. And for many, this was the start. This will get the feud more, the heat, where the heat got involved, the start of the heat between between everyone involved, with this vicious chair shot attack on the backstage area from Santos Escobar and Big Sasch. But Escobar didn't stop there. He placed Big Sasch on the table. He went up the stage in the backstage area and launched himself through Big Sasch to the table and hit 3 phantom drivers on the steel chair with no protection whatsoever for Big Sasch. So Big Sasch was out of action because of that 3-week action by Escobar 3 weeks ago in the backstage area. At the same night, Big Sasch arrived a little bit later, and after he'd been informed what happened to Big Sasch, he demanded a match against the leader, against Santos Escobar, and he got his wish. And White and Mendoza, of course, got involved. Sascha had knees of glory left and right, and then he pulled out his baseball bat from underneath the ring and kept swinging at Escobar. For the first time ever, Sascha lost it, and Sascha broke the rules. And the ref was even shocked that he hesitated on disqualifying Sascha. But Sascha was so angry that what Escobar did to his brother that he lost it, and the ref had no choice but to disqualify Sascha, giving Escobar the win. And Escobar got in the head of Sascha, but Sascha, 1 week later, Sascha explained it in the backstage area when he had a discussion, had a huge interesting conversation with Andy that the cameras catched up on, and they spoke about Sascha's unlikely behavior in the previous week, where Sasha tried to recruit Andy and Zero in his war against Legado for a 6-person tag match later tonight, which also happened, but they also spoke about Sasha's unlikely behavior, yeah, it was unlikely behavior, but Sasha then explained that usually he doesn't care about anyone. He's lone wolf who walks alone, but Big Sash whole different story. He means much as him as Andy does, and or similar how what Andy means to him. You know, can compare those two cases, I believe, but who knows? And but then we had the 6-person tag match. And last weekend, our NXT episode, so 2 weeks ago, it was the vicious attack in the backstage area from Escobar, and Sasha's unlikely behavior. Last weekend NXT, we had the 6-person tag match where Legado won via count out in a warfare against Sasha, Andy, and Zero, who teamed up together for the first time, and here in NXT and in their entire career, perhaps. We don't know what happened in the Indies, but also. But we do know what happened this past Sunday at our last takeover event at Takeover 31, and which unfortunately for some was that we had some audio issues, that it was only the German commentator that we heard. There are some apologies from the guys in charge and the production team, but it's no excuse in my opinion. But now they say that it's all settled, and now it will be, this whole real universe will be presented in that all of our shows will be presented in both languages, English and German, just to let you know. And at this takeover event, it was an Extreme Rules match with Sasha against the leader Santos Escobar, but there were added stipulations, and one of those was that White and Mendoza are banned from ringside for this matchup, and the second was that if Sasha wins, then Escobar will be banned where his boys get their title rematch, because they once were champion. They have a rematch clause, but Big Sash, we didn't know when he was able to put his title on the line because of Escobar, and so they said whenever Big Sash is ready, whenever they are able to invoke their rematch clause, then Escobar will be banned from ringside if he loses against Sasha. But if he wins, if Escobar defeats Sasha somehow in Sasha's match, then he is allowed to accompany his boys at ringside. But Escobar lost against Sasha. But before this match even got anywhere, Big Sash appeared out of nowhere to the surprise of everybody, hit Escobar with a tombstone, and from then it was easy pickings for Sasha, and Sasha enjoyed it, every bit of it, with all his suicide dives, with all his baseball bat attacks on Escobar, with his baseball bat attacks in his match against Escobar. And then he also placed and put Escobar to the announce table with a vicious DDT. He hit knee of Glory's left and right, hit the Sturzflug, hit Escobar with a ladder, with a steel chair, and he walked away with the win. And then, to the surprise of everybody, Big Sash was somehow not at 100%, but able to compete in the rematch for Legado, for Santos Escobar boys, White and Mendoza, where of course Escobar, because lost earlier tonight, was banned from ringside. So it was White and Mendoza without their leader against the brothers Sash and Big Sash, and both of those teams had each number. Both teams got one win over each other when the titles were on the line, but this time it was different, of course, because it was unlikely case of a double count out, so one team needed to blow up their chances. Unfortunately for the WWE Universe, it was the brothers who came up short that night and lost for a second time the belts and the match to White and Mendoza. And after this match, Sasha was concerned, of course, about his brother, who competed not at 100%, and but still wanted to fight. So he checked on him, and then he got cowardly attacked by both White and Mendoza, and same about Big Sash. Hopefully Big Sash could recover from what happened, not just 2 weeks ago, but also what happened 2 weeks ago, but also what happened this past Sunday, because like we heard in Sasha's like we heard in the promo that the brothers gave the speech that Sascha speak for him and Big Sasch, that Big Sasch will compete tonight to get his revenge at Escobar, and revenge case isn't over, because as we found out in this conversation with Sascha and Big Sasch, in this promo from Sascha and Big Sasch, that they are giving another chance at those tag titles by the boards of directors, but they have to earn it. They have to win a tournament where are 4 teams in. The first round tournament will be here tonight, held with the Blade Runners against High Energy. So Blade and Aswell, with huge wins over Any and Zero Cars for a couple of weeks, and on pay-per-views as well, are now heading against High Energy. Blue Falcon, NXT North American champion, but also his incredible teammate Clark, who got huge win over Legend Killer after his return from injury. And same could be said about Falcon. Incredible wins, incredible matches as the NXT North American champion. So this will be interesting to watch, but that's later tonight, and that's hasn't to do much with that has to do with the brothers and the whole story on their revenge case. But for them, on their focus, their minds is on Legado, but they also have to worry about next week, because they have to focus somehow, some way against Kyle and Roddy, who are former tag champs as members of the Undisputed Era. So it won't be easy for Sascha and Big Sasch to advance the next round, and Sascha has his share of history with Roddy Strong in the past, but Sascha said he would usually would like to kick Roddy's ass one more time, but his mind is focused out on Legado, but need to be carefully not to focus too much on Legado, because next week the full focus need to be on Kyle Roddy, or either or the brothers could blow up their chance in the first round in this tournament, and their first round match, and the winner of course of this first round match so will meet in the final in 2 weeks from now. So and in 3 weeks from now we have our last pay-per-view. It's a Takeover World Tour, which is held in Mexico, and it's 1 week before Survivor Series, so it will be Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT, the best of Raw and SmackDown against versus each other, but also NXT is also on the occasion, so it will be Raw, the best of Raw versus the best of SmackDown versus the best of NXT. So of course the brothers would like to present the tag team title division of NXT at Survivor Series with honor and pride that it's deserved, and so they have to win this tournament to get the revenge, but also to represent NXT at Survivor Series with the tag division. But now we have Big Sasch vs Escobar, and I'm surprised that neither Sascha or White and Mendoza accompany their guys at ringside. So Sascha won't be accompanying his brother Big Sasch here tonight, but as much as Escobar won't be accompanied by his boys White and Mendoza, by the tag champs. Really? Hold on a minute. I got a huge information by my boss that due to all of the history and all of the shenanigans that Legado caused, everybody else is banned from ringside. So no Sascha from the brothers' side, so from Sascha and Big Sasch's side, no Sascha allowed, and from the other side, from Legado's side, no White, no Mendoza. That it will be a fair contest, and maybe Big Sasch, and that Big Sasch got a fair fight despite being not at 100%, but he wanted this match badly, and he asked for it despite being not at 100%, but maybe he doesn't need 100%, but it looked like that he needed 100% this past Sunday, and Sascha already competed once, but they said that they don't search any excuse, and there are no excuses set. They got another chance if they win the tournament, and that's where their focus need to lead on as much as on Legado, but who knows. Let's see how this match goes, the start of our show, and I am so excited for tonight, because we have huge matches here set. We have 2 battle royals, so the tournament, 2 new number 1 contenders, one for the NXT North American Championship, which is currently held by Blue Falcon, who also is in the tag title tournament round 1, as we later tonight against with his tag team partner and best friend, childhood friend Clark, against the Blade Runners. So we don't know where Falcon's focus will land on NXT North American Championship or the tag title opportunity. In their first one, in High Energy's first one match against the Blade Runners. So comes Big Sasch marching down to the ring, but also, like I said, 2 battle royals to find out Blue Falcon's new challenger for the takeover event in 3 weeks, and World to Canada, World to Mexico, excuse me. They already were in Canada. This time in Mexico, the World Tour from NXT, as We found out a new challenger from fighting here tonight, a huge battle royal, high stakes, and also not the only battle royal, because once for the women's championship, which is currently held by Kota Kai.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Blood Brothers from parts unknown, weighing in at 267 pounds, Big Ass.
But that's later tonight. Like I said, best woman that we have will compete for a shot at the women's title against Kota at TakeOver went in 3 weeks at World Tour Mexico. But also we have a women's tag team title #1 contender match for the same event in 3 weeks, with Kota and Raquel teaming up against the Toxic Blondes, because those are the only teams who never got a title shot against in the last couple of weeks, because Team Family, they defeated the Warriors of the Sky to reclaim their titles against the former champion who they lost the title back to. So new challengers needed, and either Toxic Blondes or Raquel and Kota will meet the Demon Family members Cancel and Nightmare for their women's tag titles at TakeOver World to Mexico.
From Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 200 pounds, Santos Escobar.
As there comes Santos Escobar.
After months of mysterious abductions and attacks in the NXT parking lot, nobody suspected El Hijo del Fantasma.
As there comes Big Sasch, unlikely side of him missing with the big boot, as he said, come on fight, you wanted to end my career, you want to attack me badly, come on let's fight, Escobar. Unlikely side of Sascha, Sascha's tag team partner Big Sasch, like Sascha, I want to say. Let's bring him Big Sasch into the ring as Escobar. Escobar, left corner for the bad match on the way. Escobar, takedown on Big Sasch. Take him to the ring, get DDT. She just started this match. Big Sasch lifting him up, sidewalk slam. Leg drop but missed. Escobar the lead up at if Legado moved out of the way. As Big Sasch DDT. Leg drop.
As far as he's concerned, he doesn't need to wear a mask to properly honor his ancestors.
Punches. Followed it up with a flatliner. Guess the leader get back what he deserved. How is in which condition the Ashman, because we spoke about Big Sasch, but how's he after the brutal Extreme Rules match with Sasha? Shot from Escobar after avoiding the big boot. Club to the back of the big man. Got him in the corner. What has he in mind? Using his speed and agility, advantage, elbow drop in the corner. And the stomp to the leg, that's smart by Escobar. Against a bigger and stronger opponent. Like Big Sasch. Drop kick or avoid by the big man. Hit him with a big boot to the liking of the fans. That's Big Sasch now. Big Sasch. Shin breaker. Into Dragon Screw. As Escobar might not been in 100% of those brutal Extreme Rules match he had with Sasha military press. Into back body drop from Big Sasch to Escobar. As now Big Sasch try to get him, but Escobar uses agility. Look at this agility, under reverse, but we have no problems with Escobar or his boys' talent, but their attitudes. As takedown, that's why they get hated by the crowd. As leg got caught by Big Sasch. And leg drop from the leg in a big way indeed, Corey. And not once but twice, she wasn't nice. Punches from Big Sasch. It follows it up with a choke slam coming. Going for the right is Escobar. Up and down it goes for the leader of Legado, who got him, put him on himself by taking Big Sasch in backstage area, but maybe it was what his boys needed. As Big Sasch problem position against the rope head first. As new, more vicious and angry side of Big Sasch we never seen before, much like his teammate Sasha was. In this singles match at NXT for 2 weeks against the leader of Legado, but Escobar with counter. Kick to the midsection. But Chop got countered by Big Sasch and swinging a big headbutt and attacking the arm of Escobar. An onrush indeed there. And this Big Sasch lifting up on the shoulder, perhaps looking for the Big Sasch cross. No, he doesn't. Military press into back body drop. Elbow to the arm of Escobar. Huge big boot finds its mark yet again. As Big Sasch celebrating with his momentum with the crowd. As Big Sasch climbing to the top. and jumps down with an elbow.
Piercing elbow.
Escobar with huge reversal kick to the midsection of Big Sasch. Run into the ropes, send him into a leg drop. Will this be enough to put Big Man away? Nope, kick out. Punches from Big Sasch with a couple of blows. Kick to the midsection into DDT. It busts open the leader of Legado. Schwip in the Ecke von schwip in the corner by Big Sasch to Escobar. I don't know what the jumps commentator guy did here for a couple of moments, but the security ejected him. What a blow there! What a hard neck breaker there from Big Sasch. Couple of moments. As got him in the corner, but Escobar moved out of the way. The quickness kick to the midsection, but Big Sasch with the reversal knee to the groin. And now Big Sasch got this match wherever he wants it, but Escobar huge reversal blow to the face, avoiding impossibility of a Big Sasch cross, jump back suplex. How did he lift the big man? That was beyond me, but stomp to the arm, and now punches to the back of the head by the leader. Got in the head of both brothers, it looked like. As unlikely sight from both brothers. Usually they fight fair, but it always changed because of him. Now climbing up to the top, waiting for Big Sasch to get to his feet, much to the dislike of the WWE Universe. As Escobar sky high but sky down, as he miscalculated the dive. Could be a huge mistake. Big Sasch could take advantage, but nope, Escobar would reverse instead. And the cover he goes, but it can't be enough, can it? But maybe it is, because Big Sasch isn't the 100%. Nope. Kick out before the 2 count. Would have surprised me if that would be over. Big Sasch with blows, despite of 100% or not. Good match so far by those two. Flatliner. As Big Sasch, can he capitalize on this mistake made by Escobar, looking for this tombstone pile driver that he hit this past Sunday in Escobar's match with Big Sasch's brother and best friend and teammate Sasha, where he had 2 tag team title wins with already in NXT. Goes in the cover, will be enough to put Escobar away. 1, 2, 3. The crowd got almost sent home happy, but Escobar kicked out to the dislike of everybody who's not a member of the Legado de Fantasma. As Big Sasch couldn't believe it. Kick to the midsection, looking for a powerbomb position yet again. Nope. Got dropped on the face is Escobar. As Big Sasch lifting up on his shoulders, looking for a backbreaker. Yeah, could definitely Corey, but unlike the side of Big Sasch. More aggression as a leader, but leader escaped. Kick to the midsection. Shop got countered yet again with a huge blow from Big Sasch. Shows off its blows but missed with 1, but there was an on-factor. Kick to the midsection to Escobar. Huge DDT yet again. Big Sasch climbing to unlikely side, climbing to the top rope. Elbow drop. He's not a high flyer. He's an all-rounder, but he's not a flyer. But finds the mark, backbreaker. Irish curls into a bro kick. Sheamus will be proud of that, I believe. I think he would. But the Big Sasch cross get countered so far by Escobar. Each and every time got whipped around by the big man. Got whipped in the corner as Big Sasch. Each blow in the corner to Escobar. And another one, but Escobar with the counter. For Big Sasch in the corner with a huge shot. And now Escobar using the speed one more time. Elbow drop again, but he's busted open. And he had a tough match with Sasha this past Sunday. Especially after the tombstone Big Sasch gave him. That was his brother and get him some sort of revenge. What a stomp there from Escobar made. Big Sasch escaped, huge big boot. Finds its mark for the 3rd time in this matchup. Got Schwab in the corner. Schwab Escobar in the corner, perhaps looking for the Big Sasch splash. Kick to the midsection. Now looking for Big Sasch splash. If he hits it, it could be the beginning of the end for Escobar. He hits it. And now Big Sasch perhaps looking for Big Sasch cross. Big Sasch Pain, excuse me, Big Sasch Pain. Big Sasch Pain is locked in with Escobar tap. He has no choice, but he taps into the Big Sasch Pain. So painfully that you tap out in the submission, and Big Sasch wins it fair and square here tonight. But huge sign of aggression, huge change by the big man, but big win for the big man. As Big Sasch, huge victory indeed. Byron. Indeed, indeed, much so. Yeah, how could he be happy? I wouldn't call it that way. There's no shame on Escobar on his performance, but on his attitude there is shameful antics. But Big Sasch standing tall, getting some sort of revenge on this man. But look at the brutal face of Escobar there. He got what he what he deserved here tonight. But we're just at the beginning of our show. Huge matches planned for tonight, where we find out new #1 contenders, but also the tag title man contender also start their first round with high energy. And Blade Runners next week, it will be Big Sasch and Sasha's first round as part of the brothers against Jordi and Kyle. And won't be easy. Hopefully the focus, despite what's going on with their beef, with Legado, hopefully the brothers can focus next week against Kyle and Jordi. But Big Sasch very focused, very on the top of his game here tonight, despite Escobar's attempts of getting in Big Sasch's head. It doesn't matter in the end. Big Sasch walked away with the win and a very, very good start of our show. Hope you are with me with the rest of the night.